Yeah, like like if you see me now, can you see me?
Yeah.
My time to shine. Huh? No, I'm taking the piss, I'm taking the piss, I'm taking the piss. That's fun, yeah. Cool. Hi, I'm Luke George, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So a little bit about me. I have a bachelor's degree in sport and exercise science, and I have a master's in exercise physiology. And over the last 7 years of my life, I've trained everyone from elite level athletes to everyday people. And me personally, I've competed in Olympic lifting, powerlifting, and most recently, BJJ. Now, over the next 8 weeks, I'm going to be taking you through an 8-week fat loss series, where I'm going to be documenting everything from my exercise regime, what I'm doing with my food, and how I'm going to manipulate different factors from week 2 to week 4 to week 6 to ensure we don't plateau. So hopefully you can learn a thing or two and implement a few things in your own training and get some ideas as well. Now, I'm partly doing this because of the nonsense that you get peddled every single day in the fitness industry, and that's whether training fallacies, food misnomers, and just general stupidity of products that get peddled to you on the market. So in 2018, I did a 12-week fat loss series where I got really good results. I put some photos up there so you can have a look. And this time around, I'm going to only do 8 weeks, partly because I'm starting at a slightly leaner point, and now I compete in a contact sport, BJJ, where I don't want to be getting too lean, which is basically increase my chance for getting injured. So now before we get started, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the structure of the 3 phases over the 8 weeks. So phase 1, weeks 1 to 3. I'm going to be having the most amount of calories throughout the whole 8 weeks. I'm going to be doing a moderate amount of weights. I'll be doing minimum amount of cardio at this point, and I'll also be doing the least amount of steps over the course of the 8 weeks. Now moving on to phase 2. I'm going to decrease the amount of calories I have whilst also increasing the amount of protein I have, which I'll explain why I'll be doing that later on. I'll be increasing the difficulty of the exercises and overall weight that I'll be moving over the course of the second phase, so from week 3 to week 6. I'll be increasing the amount of steps I have to do per day, and I'll also be increasing the amount of cardio I have to do per week. Now, phase 3, week 6 to week 8. These are the toughest weeks. So I'm going to be decreasing the calories again, hopefully either maintaining the protein I'm currently eating or increasing the protein depending on how I'm feeling at this point. I'll be increasing the total amount of volume of training I'll be doing, so I'll be doing a lot of volume in this last 2 weeks. I'll be increasing the amount of steps per day, and I'll be also increasing the intensity and the amount of cardio I'll be doing in the last 2 weeks here. So the first part of any fat loss program are the key measurements you need to take before you even get started. Because if you don't know where you're starting from, you don't really know whether you're improving, and you don't know what to base your exercise program off and your macros or your calories. So first thing first, how old are you? What's your height? What's your weight? And the last one would be taking photos. So photos are a really, really good way to actually sort of see what's changing in your body. Also, it's a good way to motivate you once times get tough, which they do. So this next part is slightly unnecessary for most people out there, but because I'm documenting these videos on a week-to-week basis, and also I'm starting at a slightly leaner point, meaning that my body will fight back faster with my fat loss attempts, which I'll get into detail down the track, and I just don't want to screw up as well. We're going to be doing my tape measurements, so we're going to be doing my chest, my waist, my hip, my legs, and my arms, and we're also going to be doing SKINFOLD measurements, which we're going to get into right now. So now we've done my measurements. We've also got some video footage and photos of my starting physique. Now let's move on to my key measurements and how I'm going to use them to find how much I should be eating per day for the first phase of my training block. So now we've done my measurements, we've done my tape measurements and my skin folds. I'm going to use all that information along with all the other information such as my age, weight, height into tdee.com, which is basically a calculator for how many calories you burn per day, which is going to give me a total number of calories I need to be eating per day to lose fat. Now this is a bit of a complicated process to figure out, so there's a link in the description to this video to my 12-week fat loss transformation sheet, which basically goes into that into more detail. Anyway, so my final macros for this first phase, so weeks 1 to week 3 are protein. I'll be having 182 grams per day. Carbs, I'll be having 206 grams per day. And fat, I'll be having 94 grams per day. So thanks for watching that. So if you want to follow my journey over the next 8 weeks, subscribe to the channel. If you want to find me on Instagram, find me at Luke George Athletic. If you want to find me on Facebook, again, same name, Luke George Athletic. And if you want to check out my website, lukegeorgeathletic.com. Hi, I'm Luke George.
Okay.
So thank you for, what should I say, videographer?
Yeah.
Oh, no worries, mate. That's okay.
Hi, I'm Luke George and welcome to my YouTube channel. So over me.